Good evening, fam. This is Riri After Dark. Riri After Dark. We've had a lot of excitement today, and unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm gonna wait for y'all to get on in, get on in, get on in. Let's talk about it. This is Riri After Dark. Today, we've seen a lot of things transpire. We seen the cat finally get let out the bag in regards to Danielle crashing out and telling her sister, Melissa, crashing out and telling her sister Danielle, I get them mixed up and it's after dark, so y'all leave me alone. Telling her sister by Dave and Amber, preceded by Danielle telling Amber, preceded by Amber going to tell Dave. Then Dave and Amber confront Melissa. Hi, Sharita. I'm recapping today's skits with Amber and Dave and the affair that everybody seems to love. As stated on O'Neill's live earlier, I just truly feel, y'all, do we really want Amber to heal? Yes, everybody doesn't heal the same, Casey. You're absolutely right. Hi, Deborah. How you doing? Hi, Money Law. How you doing? So after all the skits today, after all the back and forth, her not wanting anybody to know, her being mad because Melissa told it, all boils down to her asking Dave, what if I got pregnant? Preceded by, let's go round two and let's get me pregnant. Basically, you guys, this is, and I know what you're saying, Casey. Everybody does not heal the same. But healing is not laying with somebody else. Healing is not doing the same thing to yourself that someone else done to you. And let me clarify that. So you didn't want him to cheat on you. You didn't want him to do these things. Anthony was such a horrible person. But yet and still you find comfort in doing the very thing that he did. If Amber keep playing, Anthony will get 50% of her money. Okay, Chico. Hey, man. She gonna mess around. Let me put that on the screen. Fan After Dark is about you guys. I'm gonna read the comments, but I'm also gonna say some points here. I wanna make sure I get everybody's comments up there. So the first one, Casey, I wanna see her heal, but then I have to remind myself that everybody doesn't heal the same way. And I get that. Healing for one person is different from the other, but I would say that Amber has never really healed from anyone. Let's start from when Amber entered the skits. She never healed from Mike. She got with Wayne. She never healed from Wayne. She got with Anthony. While thinking she was healing from Anthony, she got with Victor. And I'm not always, and all these scenarios are not sexual. Half of them are, but all of them not. Well, not even half of them. She got over Victor, then started having a crush on Mustafa. She was right back, gung ho Mustafa. Then it went from Mustafa back to Anthony. No healing. Then from Anthony to Dave. No healing. At some point, and I'm speaking to myself when I say this, at some point, as a woman, you have to heal. And healing does not mean just getting with another man. Let's put the comments up here. Amber considering pregnancy, getting pregnant is crazy. Yeah, she on one. And Chico said, if Amber keep playing, Anthony go get 50% of her money. Amen and amen again. And then we got Goddess. Welcome, Goddess London. Thank you for the welcome, Sharon. Thank you so much for being the moderator on tonight. That's crazy work. Amber trying to get pregnant. Let's put that on the stage. Read some of the comments, y'all, cause I don't know how much we gotta talk about it. Everyone do not heal the same, but I know that ain't the way to heal. Amen, amen again. She gonna mess around and kiss her own money goodbye. Yep. Book is in trouble, Alexis. Ooh, Alexis, had that came out? Have it came out? I think y'all with just to pivot for a minute. I think that Destiny go get drunk and tell on Book. Has that happened? Is that what happened, Alexis? The last skit I seen was Terry 2 times. Now he running after Genesis. That's a mess. But y'all, this not gonna end well. Do y'all listen to? Okay, Amber fans. I know we sick of talking about this. I hope we don't talk about it all weekend. But y'all, do y'all be listening to what Dave be saying? Dave said, first of all, remember, let's go back to South Carolina when he said my partner, not wife, partner. Tonight he said my wilding partner. She said, "Would you care if I got pregnant?" What'd he say? He good with it. It would be okay with the, I gotta get the exact words that he said. Hey man, this man is just talking, y'all. He is talking, talking. The- Thank you, sister. He just talking and so he not saying nothing of substance to her. Did y'all look at the look? I'm gonna blow it up and I'm gonna put it on a short or something. Did y'all look at the look on his face like got her? He had a look on his face like got her. Y'all, I don't know, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm kind of thinking, what if Dave is a setup? Cause it do look like. Do y'all think this could be? Y'all let me know. Do y'all think that this could be a setup from Anthony? I'm confused now. That look on his face said something to me. You notice how Amber Dave stay away from that love part. He ain't said love part not once. She mentioned pregnancy before love. She mentioned what if I got pregnant? She didn't say what if we get married. I wanted to say that. What if we get married? After my divorce, do you think we can get married? Y'all keep forgetting she ain't told him the total truth about herself. She ain't told him about Wayne. She said she cheated, but she ain't told the full truth yet. And will he look at her differently? You been sleeping with this man every night almost, but you ain't told him yet what really got y'all marriage in an uproar. I ain't saying that's the only thing, y'all, but let's get back to these comments. Deborah Hightower, Dave just going with the flow. That's it. And with them sneaky glasses on. Girl, goddess. I got to put that one up. Goddess. That's what got me. Then she said round two, like she trying to get pregnant. She said round two. All y'all Ember fans who pushing for her and Dave relationship. If she get pregnant and he asks her to have her to abort the child or something, how y'all gonna feel then? How y'all gonna feel then? This man is a successful man for a long time. If he's believing in if he's believing in no condoms, that means he done shot up the club with more than Amber. Why he ain't got no kids? Or does he have kids? Does he have kids? He not. She don't know nothing about this man. And y'all rah rah over this. She knows nothing about him. Nothing. She knew nothing about Victor. Nothing. She dang didn't know nothing about Calvin. But I believe Brittany was the one who vetted him. She don't know nothing about this man. And letting him shoot up the club. Now I think about it. Hold on, let's see what Lee. Now that I think about it, I think it is because Ben has not told Anthony. And I think he will tell Anthony it will. It will probably take some time. What we talking about here, Lee? She want a baby. Goodness, God is no condoms. She hasn't told him about Wayne. Has told him, yeah. We don't know if he got kids. We don't know if he. We don't know nothing about this man. Nothing. Yeah. Ooh, this a good one, Sharita DeLacy. And you guys, please click share and subscribe. Auntie is on her way. I'm at 2,800 now. Please take the time if you're on this live. If you're on this live, please take the time to click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It is absolutely for free. Don't cost nothing to click like and subscribe. Please stop whatever you're doing right now before you write another comment. Push the like button and subscribe if you have not already. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get back to these comments. Deborah, I'm shocked. She's wilding out. Riri, I don't think so. Something going on. It's some sneaky him in them shades. Let's see here. Suzette, I don't think something going on. Casey, I bet he has kids and an ex-wife. Casey, he might have a wife. How about that? He has not mentioned the word, I seen a wife in you, or nothing. He told her the same thing Wayne said, 90 type of vibe. And we know where did they get honey pot? With 90 type of vibe. And let's go back to the comment. That I'm shocked she wilding out. There's something going on. Kids, ex-wife, no protection is crazy. Maybe he's had a vasectomy. That's good, Suzette. He could have had a vasectomy. Maybe that's why he should. Oh, that would be treacherous. They've got Amber outside having sex in those dirty cushions. Everybody done sat on them. And you know people get on them when they get out the tub. I mean out the pool. They probably all soggy and soaked and all kind of stuff on it. She gonna end up with needing some you know what I'm talking about, ladies. Now the way he been moving, being talked to Anthony in the morning. Oh yeah. Let's go get out tomorrow. That's it, that's all. She may be pregnant from perimenopause. Yes, please clear. Money law. You guys crazy. We think being not gonna tell Anthony. He tell him first thing in the morning. It might be one of the midnight 2 a.m. skits. He's not giving a hint or clue. He go flat out tell it, just like Danielle did. Flat out. That's it and that's all. Dave is too comfortable having unprotected relations. Makes sense. Then Danielle telling Ben not to tell Anthony. She went and told Amber about him hiding the money. Now this type of vibe will get you put out on the streets. And I guarantee you, his not a type of vibe ain't spending 30,000 a month. Y'all, think about this. Think about this man. Hey man, most of the people who subscribe to me, they in they 50s and higher. But even people in their 30s, what man got that type of money, puts a woman on the pedestal and ain't offered her a dime? He said he would take on a shopping spree or whatever. He knows she's concerned about the money in the divorce. He knows she wants the 50%. He knows she's struggling for money because she told him she was struggling for money for the divorce hearing. Where is the skit where he's saying you ain't got to pay me to help with the restaurant? Where is that skit at? He ain't gave her no money. No money. He didn't tell her to move. I want him to say, y'all, people is so fascinated by the stuff he's saying and his looks. Amen. Davis gave Anthony nothing. Yeah, free poom poom. That's it. Amber gave it up too quickly. She could have got some. I'm telling y'all, this could get real ugly, y'all. This could get ugly. Or he could give her a STD. God forbid if he give her that ninja. I'm sorry. It's like when women get weak. I ain't gonna lie. Every woman, if we just be, well, not every woman, but I'm at a point in my life where sometimes you don't want a relationship. Sometimes you, I don't know, a part of you just, I was listening to Stephanie Mills today when she said, I need the comfort of a man. Sometimes you just need the comfort of a man. But protect yourself. I mean, Amber just, you still married. I don't care if the divorce has not completed. Like she said today, I'm a divorced one. I'm divorced. You're not divorced. You still married, sugar. Let's get back to these comments. Amber gave it up too quickly. Agree. Agree. How do we know that's his house? Ooh, he could be another Dan. Dave could be another Dan. Tamara's about to slap Shayla and Angelina. Yep, that's gonna happen eventually. Casey, if he really wanted her as a woman, you got the right word on there. He would have told Amber to tell to keep his money, you mines, and I got you. That exactly, exactly, Casey. I won't be denied. Where's the skit where he tells Anthony to have the money and get divorced and he'll take care of her? That's the one I want to see. That's the skit I want to see for all the Amber fans. Hey Della Marie, welcome to the chat. Sarita DeLacy, Amber gave her free poom poom. Yeah, he not in love. That man ain't said nothing about love. He done said partner the whole time. Hell, I can have a spades partner. Amen. Does anybody know his true financial status? Mm-mm. Cause why did this built this for the past 10 years? Mm-hmm. Good point. If a man don't make us work for it and you give him the wife treatment too early, that's it, money law. There's no other benefit. Mm-mm. Mama and them used to say, uh, why get this why pay for the milk if you can get the cow for free? That's what they used to say. Yeah. And he probably could say just that, Chico. Amber, I just want you to be my spades partner. I want you to be my domino partner. And what they say in dominoes, all money ain't good money. Amen. He need to tell her, Amber, be my spades partner for life. I mean, be my domino partner for life. Cause all money ain't good money. That's what they say in dominoes. Hello, Antoinette girl. We in here just acting up after dark. Hey, Tina Young. We in here acting up. Antoinette, she gonna mess up her own money. Being go tell it. And you know this. Candace is about to get her walking papers. She should have been fired. She all on vacations and stuff. Tonight's chat is, do do you really want Amber to heal? Healing ain't asking a perfect stranger. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna call him a perfect stranger. Don't nobody really know nothing deep about this man but Melissa. Melissa the only one who can vouch for him at this point. We seen some of his homeboys, and the homeboy said don't mess with Amber. Why did the homeboy say don't mess with Amber? Do the homeboys know something that we don't know? I think he's a scammer. I think he's a scammer. More and more I think about it. Dave, if you think Dave is a scammer, put S in the comments. S for scammer. Put S for scammer in the comments if you think Dave is a scammer. Some keep saying Amber isn't getting anything from Dave. He offered to spoil her. Offered. Did he do it? Shopping spree and she declined. He told her he got her. He done told her a lot of stuff. He done told a lot of stuff. Hey, Angela. Angela's in the chat. Hey, girl. Now, Dale Marie, we got you up here. We go put you on the spotlight now. Yeah, Antoinette, they making her look mighty bad and mighty low. They making her look like an airhead. So, Dale Marie, people be talking about what he offered. People offer a lot of stuff. Amen. He done offered a lot. He done talked a lot. What has he done besides the cinnamon roll? You got to think about it. Okay, so let's compare Dave even to Anthony Court and Denisha. He done sent this girl probably, we can say, maybe them roses worth what, $200-$300. I don't know how much they were, but he sent her something tangible that costs money. Wayne Court and Honeypot. That was a little extreme what he done with the $30,000. But we can assume that Dave may have money like Wayne or money like Anthony. What has he done for her? Now I know it would be he don't want to send her flowers to the house or nothing like that. But he could buy her some jewelry. He can give her some money. Let's think about all the men we don't like in Skitland. Let's start there, y'all. I'm gonna leave you coming up, Dale Marie. Let's think about all the low lives that we can't stand in Skitland. Let's think about Amon. Amon give what Balenciaga 15,000 a month, pay her bills, bought Shayla a house. Amen. What that boy name? King done took Balenciaga on a yacht. Dan, he crazy. He done bought Lauren a whole bunch of Chanel purses and a Rolex. But Dan is so good and upstanding to y'all. Cause he offered. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Dan could be another Jacoby for all we know. I'm just saying, maybe the house and maybe the stuff his, but y'all mean to tell me everybody hanging on to he offered? Offer don't mean nothing. Offer up, ain't that a website? Offer up. I'm just telling what I know. Okay, next. Let's see, read the comments here. Antoinette, yeah, they making Amber look bad. Sharita, always talking about money. Mm-hmm. Deborah time something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up, y'all. She acting like she already divorced. Uh-huh. I'm gonna go and take your comment down, please. But I'm just saying, offer up. Shoot, offer don't pay the bills. It's time for Amber to go ahead and move out the mansion and get on. Yeah, get your own crib. If she gets pregnant while married, legally, it will be Anthony's. Yep, yep, yep. It sure would. They would have to go to court and stuff. She giving up her goods and paying him every month. Girl, I'm leaving this one up. I keep saying this. You sleeping with him every night. He done offered. He done offered you something. Offer me free services. Amen. Offer me free services for my restaurant. For all y'all Dave fans out there. Where Nancy B? Offered. She declined, so he stepped back. Baby, one decline don't stop nothing, Dale Marie. Now, I agree to disagree with you, sugar. But one decline don't mean you stop forever. That was up. That was before they started. Oh, Dale Marie, I'm gonna put this up here. He offered. That was before they started having sex. Think about that. He offered her that shopping spree and to spoil her before they started having sex. One could say he offered her to spoil her to get sex. She declined. That night, He seen that she was gonna give it up without being spoiled. Oh, let's do the timeline. As O'Neal say, timelines matter. Somebody put in the comments, timelines matter. He asked to spoil her before he got her cookie. He ain't asked to spoil her since he got the cookie. We ain't seen no spoiling. We ain't seen no cash since he got the cookie. Y'all better listen to what this man is trying to tell you. Cinnabon, carnival toys, and a. Come on, Angela. Come on, Angela. Amber's got a cinnamon bun, carnival toys, and paddle boat ride courtesy of Dave. That's all she done got since she gave up the cookie. And really, the cinnamon bun was before they started having sex. So technically, she done only got some carnival toys since they had sex. He took her to the carnival. Whoop de doo. And that carnival didn't cost more than them roses that Anthony sent Denisha. It didn't cost more than what that boy King did for the Lisa Alga. It looked like the scummy men doing more for they women, and they ain't even getting none all the time. I'm just saying, she giving it up for nothing. Do you think Amber gonna come out good in the end once everyone gets said and done? I think everybody gonna end up with the same amount of karma. This is a good question, Antoinette. I think everybody go get what's due to them. That's what I think. I think a part of what Amber went through with Shayla, I'm sorry, y'all, that was her karma for Wayne. Point blank, period. It was a wash. Delicia cheating with Shayla while Shayla saying, my man, my man, my man. That's Shayla's karma. Even though Shayla don't know it yet. Shayla is getting karma, y'all. Even though she don't know it yet. Delicia karma. Delicia karma is gonna be King is wealthy, not rich, wealthy. And she gonna miss out on a good man messing around with Iman. Iman karma gonna be just losing Delicia, Aga, Shayla, all of them. Well, he may not lose all of them. I don't know. Took on the trip and stayed at the condo. That's it. That's it. And the trip, Suzette, what I'm saying, like they said about the carnival and the Cinnabon, he asked to spoil her before he had sex with her. After he had sex with her, we ain't heard no more about no spoiling. We ain't heard nothing else. And ain't no Cinnabons been got. I ain't even seen him DoorDash no breakfast. She leave hungry in the morning unless she decide to cook. What have she got post sex with Dave? What have he given her? Amber fans, please chime in. Please let me know. Dave fans, where's Nancy B. Scratcher? Y'all, please let me know. What has he done since he got the cookie? Y'all let me know. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm beginning to think Dave doesn't have money like that. Amen. Which is why Melissa's stressing the business. Ooh, this is good. You own to something, Deborah Hightower. I can tell you anything, but to believe it on you, that's it. Dave took Amber to Charlotte. I won't be denied, y'all. Boy, y'all showing out. Oh, come on, Angela. Come on, Angela. A podal bout, a paddle boat ride versus a yacht. He took on it, and then she had to work on that. That was exercise. Paddling the boat.
Cycle 7 Max.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Auntie got a phone call. Hold on. Sugar, I'm on live. I'm gonna call you right back. Okay. Look, Auntie had to take a call right quick. I'm gonna have to get off here, man. I'm gonna make believe. I gotta talk to real life. Amen. She doesn't have a key to the house. Yeah, she ain't gonna get no key to his house. Melissa got a key to the house. Y'all tell me, did Do y'all really think Melissa going anywhere? Melissa is the ride or die. Amen. Now, I believe that Melissa, thank y'all for the timelines matter. Yes, paying his fee from the joint account. Amber thinks she won the lottery, sleeping with Dave. She really think he's her man, but does not feel right. Yep. That's just like think about Tasha, y'all. Tasha finna fumble the bag with Charles. Charles don't start making money. Charles don't start making money. I done got them mixed up. And now she with Jacoby. And Jacoby driving somebody else's car. People can make you look like think they got money. That's why I said I would rather have a man of integrity with little to nothing, but he has potential or he has drive or he's showing me versus somebody just telling me, talking to me. Prayer lips tell you anything. Just keep looking him. And I'm gonna try to get up as many of y'all comments as possible. When I go lights out or Riri offline, off stage, or whatever, this is for y'all. Cause sometimes when we're, live, we don't really get a chance to focus in on the comments. So I just wanna this is Riri's edition of just really paying attention to the comments here. I knew they were gonna cross the line the first day they met. Yeah, we knew it the first day they met. Welcome to the chat, Saint Michael Anthony. Sharita's Lace because it's free now. Yeah, it's free. It's a free fall. Cause he knows she will say good thing on the spoiling. I'm good on the spoiling, yeah. And again, Chico, that was before they had sex. I ain't heard nothing else about no let me spoil you. I heard go home and take care of your husband. I heard that. Amber gave it up too quickly. She did. This is why Wayne never took her seriously. Yes, that skit. Y'all go to my playlist sometime. My playlist, you just go scroll over, and it say my videos, lives, and say playlist. My playlist is Angela. One of y'all help me out here. I'm gonna go to the playlist so y'all can go see some of the videos I put in there. Hold on a minute, cause I want y'all to see, cause y'all don't always get a chance to look at it. I want y'all to look at it. Playlist. So under my name, under membership, go to playlist. The playlist is called, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. I'm putting that newest. The playlist is called The Story of Amber. I got 46 videos in there. Can one of y'all type in the comments for me? Angela or Suzette, can you put The Story of Amber? It's a public playlist that I created. The Story of Amber. The Story of Amber is my playlist. It's a public playlist I have. The Story of Amber. They're not in no particular order, but the first one is When Wayne Wakes Up to Amber. If you look at that video, you will see how he didn't take her serious at all at first. He eventually fell for Amber, but at first, Amber was simply another woman that he slept with. He got up the next morning and said, I gotta go. And even the night before they slept together. I'm telling you what I know. Hey, Jarena, girl, we having conversation. We just up talking tonight. Thank y'all who are here from the East Coast, because I know it's 1 o'clock there. Central Standard Time is 12, and it's around 10 o'clock on the West Coast. So I thank all of y'all for being in tonight. Yeah, Tasha done fell off Deborah since Ro left. I don't like the way they exited Ro, y'all. I don't know what happened with that. I think they were going to try to put Ro with Charles, and she just wasn't for it. I think she was just like, you know what, that's a bit too much for me. I wish they brought a new person for Anthony. I can't see him with Denisha. You know what, Suzette, though? I can see him with Denisha. To me, Denisha is a mixture of Shayla and Amber. She has a work ethic that Amber used to have. Cause I'm sorry, y'all. We ain't seen Amber. We have seen her maybe one time in the last 3 weeks at the restaurant. I don't know what happened to Shauna. Did they finally fire her? They got to do better with these disappearing. They will let characters disappear and then bring in new people, and there's no closure. And we all like, what the hell going on? The divorce rule. Amber left the marriage. Yep, but we gonna go with Anthony ruling. I like Anthony ruling. Saint Saint Michael Anthony says the divorce judge will rule Anthony and Amber will leave the marriage the way they came in it. That's what I wish. That's my ruling too. That's my ruling too. Left with what you came with. Y'all both came into it a hot mess. He was in love with Ro. She was in love with Wayne. He broke up Ro wedding. Then he got Shayla pregnant, allegedly. She got with Victor. Dating, I mean, not sexual. Then she started seeing Kevin. Then she got with Dave. That's a wash, y'all. Go with what you came with. That's what I say. Go with what you came with. Cause we sick of y'all. But I like it though. It's drama. Dave was using all his money, clothes. All he look good and buy shades. Thank you, Sugar Cookies, for that. Dave was just there to get him some new shades. They say you gotta watch a man who can't never show his eyes. Why can't they met a fan? Baby, and that girl, let me put that coming up there. Y'all, do they got sisters and brothers? Amber ain't even asked the questions, and maybe they'll come this weekend or because we talking about it now. But when you get to know somebody, like I had someone I recently getting to know, I'm gonna ask how many sisters and brothers you got. Where's your mother and father? What city are you from? We ain't heard none of the get to know you questions, and he don't give a damn about her family. He ain't asked her, do you have sisters and brothers? They ain't asked none of the relationship. He ain't asked her what's her favorite color. He ain't asked her none of the questions that a man or woman asks when they're trying to get to know somebody. She knows nothing, Nathaniel, about him. But I bet you who do know Melissa. I bet you Melissa know. Get down in the comments. We're cutting up, James. Yeah, we in here cutting up, Jarena. Tina, the Fumble Dalton storyline was supposed to be a divorce and all that. Baby, the divorce been going on 3 years. Feel like. Exactly. Wayne knew what she was a mile away. Angela Sugar, did we drop the playlist? Yeah, the story of Amber. The story of Amber is the playlist. Anybody who just started watching the skits, let's say in the last year or so, or you start watching it after the Shayla thing, y'all can go and kind of get caught up on that playlist. It's a few more I need to add, but it's a lot more I need to add. But basically, some of the main skits that will show you who Amber was, some of the pivotal moments in the story of Amber. It's called, the playlist I created is called The Story of Amber. The Story of Amber. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Suzette. Why do we have sex with girl, sugar cookies? You showing out tonight. You showing out, girl. Why do we, who has, baby, to me, that's saying, I don't know about the yes ma'am. He's saying they wild out and stuff. But baby, if the yes ma'am is mammon, baby, you ain't gonna keep them glasses on. Them glasses got to come off. I mean, if she was really wild and out, you want to look him in his eyes when you know what I'm saying. He got shades on during the yes ma'am. That's a little arrogant, ain't it? He can't even look you in the eyes during the yes ma'am act. That's a mess there. What's Dave's new nickname, Jarena? They were on the right track. Guys playing. Now it's completely changed. Baby, it ain't guys playing no more. It's 11:17 in Colorado. Okay. 10:18 in California. Okay. What's the new nickname, y'all? I done lost it. I need a divorce from Am and AD. Amber goes to Dave and Anthony goes to Denisha. Hey, AD and AD. Amber goes her way, Anthony goes his way. That's what it needs to be now. Hey, Juliana. If Amber don't stop going with Dave, she's gonna lose everything. Yep. The fact that Amber mentioned potential pregnancy implies they're not using protection. That's disgusting. I'm sorry, y'all. That's like totally reckless. And from what from what he's saying by wilding out, that means you letting him releasing you. It's one thing, you wanna feel, you know, you want. Some people say, it's better, that way. But you releasing, busting wide open in her. That's so reckless. And I'm talking about from a disease perspective. Let's forget about babies. From a disease perspective, a man that you don't know nothing about, you don't know what his favorite color is. Amen. You letting him releasing you every night. That is absurd. That is absurd. And then you go back and say, let's go again. They have reduced Amber's character to nothingness. Total. I'm not even going to keep harping on it. Oh, yeah, they did say his parents are pastors. You right, Goddess. See, I love the way y'all keep us honest. And I think he still offered that. She didn't ask him. She ain't been asking none of the questions. She asking him, "Is my yes ma'am good?" When they was in the thing. Am I just another trick? Am I just another piece of tail? What if I get pregnant? What if I get pregnant, Dave? Am I just another piece of tail? She ain't asked the key question that she really want to know. Would you marry me after my divorce? Can you say that? And she gonna see a different side of Dave. See what it is. Yeah. Why is Dave? Girl, the relations with the glasses on, it was it for me. Cause baby, if we having relations right, if we really wilding out, them glasses gonna be on the floor across the room or something. Glasses on. That's just. I wish a Negro would. Glasses on. That mean I ain't doing something right. Amen. I'm just saying. Rolanda's working on her own project. Yeah, I know she is, but the way they took her from the show there, but or she left the show. It should have been she's one of the OGs of the skits. She's one of the reasons we're watching the skits today. It seems like they would have allowed her to have like a grand exit, even like a going away party or something, not just disappear. I got a lot of relatives. I got a lot of relatives. Wonder if he's related to me. I'm gonna check the family tree. Girl, you a bad sugar cookie showing out. Sugar cookie, I ain't seen your name before. If you haven't already, click, share, and subscribe. Please do so, cause you is funny to me. And that well, money law. Amber was smart. She would have stayed on Melissa. Cause yeah, just like O'Neal said, she played that wrong with both of them. She played that wrong. Amber just get real cocky and arrogant with a lot of people. Della Maria, and they have to separate too much lie. Yeah, they gonna have to separate. I agree with this statement. Like I said, and I've said this before, I'm team they never should have got married. Never should have got married. That's the team I'm on. But I do believe if they heal separately, they could work around two. They could work. I just thought about something else when I said round two. Dave told Amber they be watching us sometime. Go tell her she the one and not the two. I know I didn't make that up, but I'm just saying. How is she the one and not the two? But you didn't do nothing to Melissa for telling. Think about business, y'all. In a business world, if your assistant, if your right hand uh, business partner tell your personal business, that's immediate means termination. That's termination. That's a write up or something. He calmly and sweetly told her, "Don't do that again." And then Amber talking about babies. You see, y'all, it's a reason Amber knows she not the one because Amber never challenges Melissa's place in Dave's life. She didn't say you need to fire her. She didn't say did she sign an NDA. She said none of that because she knows deep down inside, deep down inside, she know Melissa the one and not the two. Tell him what I know. Yeah, come on, Angela. These the questions you ask people. Hey, Dave, when's your birthday? Dave, have you ever been in prison? Dave, have you ever been married? Do you have kids? Do you have drugs? Can I see your paperwork? Y'all know what paperwork I'm talking about. Can I see your paperwork? We ain't heard none of that. He ain't asked Amber no questions. Other than what time you coming over tonight? That's it. That's all we asking. What time you coming over tonight? St. Michael Anthony. Let's see what he say. Dave is still a mystery. He basically an unknown character. There's nothing appealing about him. He looks very dark. Yeah, he was sexy at first. He was chocolate thunder. Now he looks awkward and weird to me now. The more he talk, the weirder he get to me. He's very weird to me. I would at this stage, I would absolutely choose Anthony over Dave. I would, cause as corny as Anthony is off, gullible, whatever you want to call him, as he is. At least we know who he is. We don't know nothing about Dave, y'all. Nothing. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. Glasses on during the act. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like a man to keep his socks on. I need everything. I need everything off. Why you still got your socks on? Well, sometimes socks can be sexy. I mean, I'm just saying. But anyway, we ain't here to talk about auntie. But yeah, your glasses though. Your glasses. You want to look at him when you, even him as a man, if he was laying, the instrument, the yes sir, most people I know with good yes sir, they take the glasses off, they go look in the eyes, look at me, look at me, look me in my eyes. Glasses during the act? That's weird, y'all. Dave's weird. That's real weird. I'm gonna do a close up though so y'all can see how he was looking in them glasses. Shayla put Amber in her place and Amber got hot and left. Mm-hmm. Angela calls him cinnamon bun lover. Oh, cinnamon bun. Yeah. That's all he is, a cinnamon bun. She butter pecan ice cream and he cinnamon bun. Dave is married to another lady. I bel Y'all know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's coming from a 70-year-old woman. Yes, Miss Ramirez. I'm telling what I know. Amber doesn't know where this man is being. Yes, goddess. She don't know what it. I'm telling you. I told y'all what I thought. Wayne is done Amber scam. Yeah, they done totally destroyed her. Amber needs to go to the doctor. I didn't think people get down like that. In Atlanta at that. And y'all know Wayne don't go there. And I appreciate him for not going there. I think they made him went there maybe twice. But y'all know what Atlanta is known for. They do have a very high HIV rate in Atlanta. Atlanta, Houston, I think it's San Francisco, Dallas. Ain't taking us off the map either. But Atlanta has a high rate of HIV cases. And you think it's cute to just let this man you don't know nothing about busting you. And I'm not saying that because of who you love and all that, so don't y'all take it as that. I'm just saying there's a very high HIV rate in Atlanta. Y'all take that with a grain of salt, take it how you want it. But it's the facts. If Amber get pregnant, she gotta take care of the baby by herself. Yes, I do think I think he a scammer. Yeah. Bahamas is 1.25. Oh, it's 1:25 a.m. Okay. Very dark shadow has formed over Amber's soul. Amber says she's about to become addicted to Dave. She already addicted. He only say you my girl. That's another sugar cookie you showing out tonight. He do. He say you my girl or you a partner, spades partner, domino partner. That's all she is a partner. What man want to marry you and love you? Say partner or say life partner. I'm just saying, you just read between the lines. He showed like partners. What kind of partner he talking about? That's all I'm saying. Partner. If I was Dave, I would have said, girl, I'm just living in the moment. You look at Deborah start showing out of the comments. She said, if I was Dave, I'd just say, girl, I'm living. That's what he need to say. I told y'all, I made the short for y'all. He need to go on just, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, baby. Whoa. He may be late, but he's always on time, baby. Whoa. Baby Dave here for a good time, not a long time. I don't think Amber would be taking care of her baby by herself in the end. She be fine. Yes, she gonna be fine. I agree with that, Tina. She gonna be fine, but she might find herself without Dave. That's all I'm gonna say. Please needs to go to the doctor. I'm telling you. And I'm not saying that we do live in a world where you want to feel what you want to feel. Amen. Y'all take that out y'all want to take it physically or figuratively. Amen. But I mean, I just don't know if I could just let him skeet freely. Not speak freely, but skeet freely in me. I just don't. If she don't know nothing about this man, nothing, nothing. Even if she would have led tonight, y'all, with what if I got pregnant? Maybe we should go get tested together. But you worried about pregnancy and not a STD. I don't understand that. But y'all, one thing I want y'all to know, we go find out the next skit with Dave and Melissa alone by themselves without Amber. We gonna find out if they ever slept together or not. Cause if it don't come out no other time, it's gonna come out. The next time they're alone, we should be able to identify if they've been together or not. Let's go back to the comments. Make sure y'all click like and subscribe. Jarena, Danielle was more concerned about what Amber said than Melissa's feelings. Yep, she should have kept that because they could have lost her sister her job. Any deed that you must hide, Andy. I like I like Anthony. He just needs a good mom. Yeah. Yeah, Anthony's a sucker for love. I'm not taking up for him. But if she would allow him, I don't care what y'all say, it's in the files. The story of Amber on my playlist. When she showed up at Rose's house after Anthony filed a divorce, he had delivered divorce papers to her. If they would have got divorced at that time, I think it would have even been considered an annulment. It would have been considered an annulment because they weren't married that long. And she would have even got something, probably then, something, because there was no prenup. But y'all know something? I want y'all to listen very carefully about what I'm about to say. And I'm going to go back to the wedding. I'm going to add the wedding to the story of Amber. Y'all remember Natasha was dating Shania. Remember that. So stay with me for a minute. All the Amber fans, y'all listen in close. Shania and Natasha was together. Natasha knew that Amber was cheating with Wayne. Natasha knew Amber was cheating with Wayne. She was with Shania. Shania was Anthony's lawyer. Shania was Anthony's lawyer. Remember, Natasha went in and had Amber sign something. Amber didn't read what she was signing. I think we assumed that it was an NDA. But was it an NDA that she had Amber to sign? Or could it be she secretly had Amber sign some type of prenup that Shania knew nothing, that either she did it for Shania or something? I always wondered about that paperwork because if it was just an NDA or something simple, why did Amber didn't read that document? Remember, Natasha kept focusing on just sign it, just sign it. And she kind of told Amber, sign it, I know what I know. I'm going to find that and add that to the story of Amber. What y'all think about that? My diehard Amber fans, what do y'all think about that? The wedding day when Natasha had her sign that document. Let me go back to the comments. AD and AM should not get back together. Stay separated. Any deed that must be hidden, kept secret, or lied about confirms you're doing wrong deeds. Yes, I agree. Leave that up for a minute. Their whole relationship is built on talking about Anthony. Yep, I agree with that, Money Law. I see Dave hasn't given Amber a key to his home. Yeah, that's what. That's even a sign. Let me put this up here. Somebody else said this earlier too, I think. That's even a sign. When a dude is really digging you and you the one and you into them, I done had a few keys before to some apartments and houses. They gonna give you a key. They gonna say, baby, this is my key because they ain't got nothing to hide. Especially with her situation being divorced and stuff, it would make sense for him to give her a key. So she ain't got to call or nothing. She could just come in. A guy serious about you, he gonna give you that key. No chemistry between the two of them. Amber could have done a background check. I did, baby. I do background checks on boyfriends. How about that? I need to know what you went, what's on your record. And no lie, you guys, I dated one guy, and he told me that he had went to prison for drugs. Right? I looked it up. It was for domestic violence. It was for family domestic violence, over and over. Like he had a repeat. He was a repeat offender. Looked up another guy. He was very handsome, gift the gab, all of that. Had killed two people. Y'all, go unalived. I don't know. I'm gonna get my YouTube page messed with. But benverified.com. Put that in the comments for me, one of my moderators, Goddess, Suzette, or Angela. benverified.com. That's what I use. benverified.com. I think that's it. benverified.com. Y'all do background checks on these folks. Do background checks. Now, I don't count nothing against somebody. Everybody has their days. Everybody may have been through something. So I don't judge a person based on what they've been through. Because even though I don't have a criminal record, I've been through things in my life. So always do your due diligence. Now, if you say you was a doughboy or whatever, and that's what I verify, that's what I verify. But don't lie about what you did and I find out something different. Because then I'm not going to respect you. Okay, Dave doesn't volunteer much, but he don't volunteer nothing. But he offered. He offered to spoil her before they had sex. So all y'all Dave supporters, what if he offered since he got the cookie? Nothing. A place to lay her head at night. Or a place to lay his head at night. True Tina, she has been unhappy for a long time. Yes, be alone, baby. Heal. The whole point of this live tonight is, do you really want Amber to heal? That's the point of this live. Do you really want Amber to heal? At least she knows his friends a little bit of his family. Yep. Look me in my eyes. That part. Dave is abusing her as well. Yes. Oh my God, Suzette. Going back to my question of the night. Do you really want Amber to heal? Dave is using her for sex. And y'all, we all could be wrong. I could be wrong. Who are we to judge? But think about it, y'all. He's not saying anything right now that alludes that he wants to be with her or wife. He's not saying anything to show that she's more important than Melissa. I would even argue that Dave loves Melissa. But again, from a user's perspective, he loves what Melissa can do and has done for him. Y'all better recognize. Dale Marie, Amber went through a lot of writers. Anthony and Shayla storyline. What's Wolfgang, y'all? I missed that one. Shayla had no right to get involved with their marriage. Yep. She should be the last one to say that everything gold digger like Angelina. Now, the only thing about that is y'all we have to call a spade a spade. Amber had no business talking about her divorce at Shayla's house. I will repeat, Amber had no business talking about her divorce and 50% and all that at Shayla's house. Shayla was right that day. Shayla was right that day. How you gonna talk about that in my house and that's gonna affect my son? Amber was out of pocket that day. She shouldn't even, if you still got that type of energy, it's almost like you throwing up in her face, which goes back to, are y'all really friends? Or are y'all frenemies? They frenemies. What makes me mad about Amber? Two big things make me mad about Amber. And I want to see Amber win, y'all. So I say all this stuff out of love. And that's why the title again is, Do You Really Want Amber to Win? Heal. Healing and winning is being by yourself, getting closer to God. That's winning. That's healing by yourself. And I'm talking to myself when I'm saying this. Hell, my flesh get weak, is weak. Amen. But it's not always necessary the answer to your problems. I was talking to my friend today. You might get temporary satisfaction out of having mind blowing relations with somebody. But after it's over with, you got them same problems. You got them same demons you got to face. And that's real. David is not healing Amber at all. Healing is not in yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Healing is denying your flesh and allowing your heart to heal. Amber has never allowed her heart to heal. Anthony has never allowed his heart to heal. They were brought together through hurt. Hurt brought them together. That's why a part of me does believe that if they divorce and they heal separately, they could end up back together. But they got to heal apart. We don't heal putting all of our hope into somebody else, y'all. You got to put that hope into yourself and God. Let's go back to the comments. This is my first time catching you live, and I'm using Trent O'Neill show. Yes, I love some O'Neill. Thank you, Sugar Cookie, for coming tonight. I appreciate you. Amber low key planning to get pregnant and building a future with Dave. He can drop Amber and down he decides. Yep, I believe this, y'all. And this man ain't said nothing. For y'all who believe in their story, Dave has said nothing but being a spades partner. Every time he say partner, you think about dominoes and spades partners. Domino and spades partner, a partner you can do what? You can switch a partner. If your partner lose in spades, they gone. You go tell them to lose your number. Dominoes, or especially dominoes. Your domino partner mess up, that done broke up families. Spades and dominoes done broke up families. You can drop a partner, but you can't just drop a spouse. He not have once said, everybody look in your eyes without the contacts. When I take my shades off, I see a wife in you. He ain't said that once. And y'all talking about some spoil. He ain't said it once. No, Dave isn't using her. They have strong feelings. Yeah, they got some strong feelings, there, Marie. They got some real strong feelings. It's called libido. They got some real strong feelings. Do you notice that Man? Oh, Wolfman Dave. Oh, that's where y'all get Wolfman Dave. Never calls Amber delusion to Amber. Yep, I said that. I said that, St. Michael. I've been saying that too. She always called him. The first times they hooked up, she would say, "What you doing?" And she would call to bash Anthony to say what Anthony done did wrong. Even that day, I felt like he almost hit me. That should have showed y'all right there who Dave Lovers. I can be talking to a Negro. I think even I would say even the friend I am now. If I told him, uh, if it was a situation where I was married, and I said, "Oh, this Negro, I was out and about, and this Negro tried to hit me, or I thought this Negro was trying to hit me," he gonna go find that Negro, or he gonna say, "Where he at?" If somebody really like you, they go protect you, not say, "Okay, go home and take care of him." That said it all for me that day. He got 3 different women at home. Well, if you got to stay home with your husband, I understand. He was trying to get rid of her that day. Y'all don't be listening to what this man saying. Amber deserve happiness, not with Anthony. Yeah, I don't believe it's with Anthony now either. Amber's headed for a hard fall. Dave using her. This chat is the real. Wake up. Yep. They are partners because she's still married. Tina True, she's been through too much, too long time for them. I want her to be happy alone. Dale Marie, I want it to be known. Again, going back to my title. I want Amber to heal. Healing is not another man. That's it, Angela, right here. The next episode, when we see Dave and Melissa alone, that's gonna tell us everything we need to know. That's gonna tell us if they ever had sex with each other. That's gonna tell us if it's other women out. It's gonna tell us everything we need to know. Cause Melissa is unraveling. So Melissa gonna tell Dave the real. She gonna say, "What about us? What about how you touch me? How you make love to me? I thought we was gonna be together." She's gonna say something to let us know what type of relationship they really have. And it ain't brother and sister. Even though I don't think they have crossed the line, I do think he has led her on for 10 years. And I think he's led her on, like I said earlier, for her connects. She has access to women. A woman go trust another woman before they trust a man. I think he uses Melissa to get women or to bring people in. Struggling women. Do y'all remember that? Women whose businesses that are struggling, that's what he does. I would even say his discount is a part of the game. He preys on a certain type of woman. Y'all mark my words. Tina Young, however this gonna turn out. Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah, we don't want her back with it. I, I won't say I don't want her back with Anthony. I'm gonna say I need them to heal Tina. I don't necessarily want her with Anthony, but if it happens, I wouldn't be mad. But I need them to divorce. I need that divorce to happen. Because this original marriage and all the remarriages they done had, it was all based on lies. So they need to totally disconnect. Disconnect from the money, disconnect from the house. If it were me, get that man his house, give him the house. Y'all work out the logistics. Give him his house. She know how much that house mean to him. Give him his house. Based on Wayne alone, give him his house. Fight for everything else, but give him his house. Can we try to speed read through the comments? Superficial. Watching doing one line. I think they was using Amber. Natasha made Amber sign an NDA at the wedding. Anthony would have never known that there was a prenup. See, that's what I'm thinking. They said NDA, Angela, but I always wondered, was it really an NDA? Cause she really didn't look at that paperwork. I'm gonna add that to the story of Amber. Cause that I always wondered about that. What did she really sign? Yeah, so y'all, I get it. I know that it was originally at the NDA, but it was supposed to be the NDA, but she never really read it. Tasha hurried up to the last page. Why did you hurry up to the last page? And at that time, Natasha was pro Shania, and she knew that Amber was cheating. So all I'm saying, y'all, I just want to rule it out. That paperwork, I know what she said it was, but was it really that? Yeah, it never came up again because they weren't divorced. We gonna go back to that one. I'm gonna put that in my surveillance in that thing. Okay, AS in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Hey, girl. We had a good live the other night. Melissa's the key. Girl, Angela. I think she got cameras in there. That's why I think that she be fantasizing about him and other women. She put herself, I think, in those situations. Y'all mark my words. If they go over the real footage, I think it's gonna be another woman on the stairs in white. I think she was fantasizing about Amber when he picked her up. I'm telling you. That's what I think. If I was a writer, that's what I would have put. Dave and them haven't been together that long to get a key. They ain't been together that long to have no baby together either. Amen. They trying to have a baby together. Ooh, Juliana, that's a little too much, girl. Commentators, moderators. Now we're not gonna call nobody, out the name, even if it's just a character. We're not gonna go that hard with it. We're not gonna go that word, Juliana. Juliana, now you usually don't get that crunk. We ain't gonna call her that. All because Amber made a stupid decision by getting intimate Dave for the divorce. Almost everything is nailed. Almost everyone is nailing her to the cross. Must forgot what she endured in the marriage. No, we're not nailing her to the cross. We're just speaking facts. Facts in that it's just like her keeps saying that people are judging her. People are not judging you, they're judging your actions. She endured a lot, but she did a lot during the marriage too. We can't deny that. Everybody wants to erase everything she did. She cheated 6 months. Y'all understand that? She cheated 6 months with Wayne. She was she let Anthony almost ask Wayne to be his best man. Anthony never forgave her for that. And his actions were a reaction to what she did to him. We have to call a spade, y'all. They hurt each other tremendously. This man went for broke to give her a wedding of her dreams. He had already went broke in a bad deal with her cousins. Her cousins. The reason he was almost broke, Phil them. I'm just saying, y'all. And I'm not taking sides. They both were wrong. They both did dirt. But we're not finna sit up here and act like him doing her wrong. What she did was a reflection of what he did. And if y'all say that, okay, he didn't know about what happened when he started cheating with Shayla, he didn't. Shayla tricked him. He continued after he found out what Amber did. He did continue after that. But would the audience be mad if he would have stopped and never messed with Shayla again? Would y'all call it just even if there was no Kai? I'm just asking the question. Oh, yeah, these are a lot of comments. Oh, Lord, I'm behind. Amber broke something and Anthony, that has never been the same. Yeah. I fast forward through the comments, y'all. I'm sorry if I didn't get to some of y'all comments, but all the comments are on the stage. I'm just reading some of the comments. And the harsh, ugly words being said on both sides. And she's threatening him several times. Yeah, yeah. You asked me, Anthony should have stayed with Shayla. No, I don't think that. I ain't gonna go that far now. I don't think he should have stayed with Shayla. Anthony told Shayla how he felt about her, y'all. He told her before she got, the pregnancy thing came out and all that. He said, I will never be with you. He said that in the skit that O'Neal showed tonight, the beginning of that skit, he tells Shayla, I will never be with you. He told her straight up. He said, you're not the type, he said, you might be the type of woman for Arby, but not for me. And he meant that. He wasn't squeaky clean, but he was in love with her. Now he did care about Ro a lot. His love for Ro grew after the marriage because y'all gotta realize Ro actually gave him money and Ro kept his secret. Ro kept his secret about the money and she gave him money. So Ro became that woman that no matter what, I can trust her. Go back to the comments. What I've noticed that the viewers don't think Anthony was hurt by Amber. Yes. Let's go back to that. We all know as women, a man can cheat on us over and over and over again. We'll forgive that Negro like Amber did. We'll get back with him. We'll love him. When a man get cheated on, oh, they finna unalive everybody, the dog, the cat, the family. When a man get hurt, oh, it's over with. Anthony stayed with her. He was gonna divorce her to be with Ro. But he didn't file for divorce after finding out she was cheating with Wayne. Y'all, he never healed from that. He never healed from that. He never forgave her. He never forgave Amber for cheating with Wayne. Wayne was his biggest competition from the day he stepped into Skitland. The day after they always went back and forth about whose house was the biggest, whose car was the best. Him and Wayne always did that, a competition. And I would even say maybe a part of Anthony getting with Amber was competition with Wayne, because he knew that was Wayne's ex. Amber was a prize to him. Just like when Wayne gave Amber that trophy on her wedding day to be the trophy wife, Amber was the prize. And to know that I done lost to Wayne again, that was a blow. That was a blow that he never recovered from. Let's go back to the comments. Coco told him not to bring his skeletons to Atlanta. He may have had skeletons, but we don't know about the skeletons. Whatever happened to this big time investment position, Natasha did not do her due diligence. Oh, that fell through. That fell through AS. It fell through. They already uncalled and told her she didn't get it because of that wire transfer. Angelina program Anthony's mind that he deserves a golden toilet. Boy, that golden damn toilet. That was a mess. Anthony started treating Shannon Tate because, especially taking her to the lake house shopping spree, Jamaica. Anthony started treating Amber special, taking her to the lake house shopping spree, Jamaica. You mean Shayla? You mean Shayla, don't you, Angela? Why do Anthony think he can trust the town drunk with $2 million? Baby, Sugar, Sugar Cookie, you come back to the live anytime. You fits in with us over here. You know what? I think that $2 million could be. But you know what, y'all? That could be the segue into Anthony and PR being together. If he lose all his money in that investment, in the divorce or whatever, He could be down to that $2 million, and that's what he used to start his life over. I could see that, child. Something just keeps telling me if they keep Piari on, because something going on with Piari, because they keep taking her in and out the skits. So now she gone on the to rehab. Is that another way that she exiting for right now? Is she gone? Some of us women can take a man cheating and stay. I can't even built that way. I mean, Shayla, that's what I thought. Coco told him not to do another black woman the way he did the previous one. Who's saying and that now, Dale Marie, we friends, but no one is saying that. I know I haven't said it. I know O'Neal hasn't said it. I know that Deontay hasn't said it. I know that Vaughn hasn't said it. Nobody has said that Anthony is a saint. We're saying Amber ain't no saint either. Neither one of them are saints. I personally love Amber. I love heal, glow up Amber. I'm publicly saying that. I'm just team. They never should have got married. They both have done wrong. They both are not saints. I'll even take it further. Shayla, Anthony, nor Amber are saints. Nor Wayne is a saint. None of them are. They all have done dirt in some form or fashion. They all have. That's why it amazes me how people make one worse than the other. Sin is sin, so the good book say. No sin is ain't no little sin and big sin. Sin is sin. They all have sinned. Amber hurt him just as much as he hurt her. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the facts. Just because y'all think that a baby is worse than cheating 6 months during their whole engagement, just because y'all think that's not bad, it don't make it not hurt him. Hurt is hurt, y'all. Girl, I have to put boy, girl. AS, welcome to the chat. Where is the earrings? Wait a minute, didn't he give them to Amber? I think he gave them to Amber. I look at Ron differently lately, chasing after Shorty so recklessly. Shorty getting on my nerve. That's another one they done flipped. She getting on my nerve. Team, they shouldn't have never got married. That's it. That's it. Some viewers insinuated that Anthony is a saint and Amber is a deceiver. They both are deceivers. They both are deceivers. I hate the way that they have Amber lying. Amber has come such a big liar. She lied to her daddy. She lied to everybody with a straight face. She lied. She has become one of the biggest skittling liars. And that's what I hate about what they're doing to her character. What do you guys, drop it in the comments. What do you guys hate that they're doing with Amber's character right now? I hate the lies. I hate the lies and the arrogance. Like she's proudly cheating with her whole chest out. Let's go to the comments. Writers are going to make Amber look worse than anyone. No, I don't think. Now, Tina, we can agree to disagree. You know, I love you too, Tina. But they not making her to look outrageous. A lot of this stuff, y'all don't believe it or not, Amber writing this stuff. A lot of it, she's one of his most trusted people. She has creative control. They've said that in several interviews. That interview where he had all the ladies on there, they like produce their own stuff. She's one of the producers, I believe. I shared it on my page, the interview he had with all the ladies. Wayne will be meeting with Sonny and Loudmouth Atlanta soon. Their mirror is each other. Shayla saw jewelry box after assuming it was a wedding ring for her. Yep. I hate the lies, arrogance, and mocking God. Yep. Yes, Amber lying is super foolish. Yep. I'm gonna tell you what I hate tonight is her, and this goes back to you guys, even with David. A lot of people didn't like when I said this about David. David was a support baby. And what I mean by that is I wasn't comparing him to an animal, but I'm using the analogy or the symbolism of an emotional support animal. Like it's an animal there to comfort you, to be there for your crying if you have anxiety or depression. That's what Amber David was that for her. And that baby was such a good actor. I would love to see how the real little David is doing now. That was a good baby. He used to look at Amber on cue with the little face. He was such a sweet baby. He was a good baby actor too. I would love to see him and Kai have a play date or something. But she needed David for that. But she just replaced David with people. Victor, although she wasn't attracted to Victor like that, he was support when she needed it. He was a hug when she needed it. You know, she went over to his house, which was her house, and spent the night several nights. She did the same thing. If y'all go back and look at the skits again, it's in my public folder playlist. She did it with Kelvin. She did it with Victor. Now she's doing it with Dave. She needs a person to support or fill that empty void. And I'm speaking for myself when I say people will never fill a void. Only God can do that. No matter how much we try, only God can fill our empty spaces, not people. Wayne is making Amber character revert to whitewash. Then Maria, I agree to disagree with that. I don't. I think people. Shayla did what Shayla did from a point of delusion. They threw out the nugget that Shayla's been on medication before, that Shayla's been in therapy before. So Shayla is not playing with a full deck. We know that. She's not playing with a full deck. One thing I can say about Shayla did have a moral compass prior to this. She begged Amber, and you can look at the Who is Amber playlist. She begged Amber on several occasions not to mess with Wayne, that Wayne wasn't a good guy, that Anthony was her husband. She did it to the point where she fell in love with him. So, were we calling Shayla this demon back then when she was trying to get her friend? Could we say that she learned the cheating and the conniving watching her best friend that she looked up to? We say she wanted Amber's life, right? So if she truly wanted Amber's life, she seen what Amber was doing, going after men who had women. Come on, make it plain. Amber has stood up in Rolanda's face, and it's in the skits. Stood up in Rolanda's face, knowing that she was after Mike. But the fans forgot that, right? Okay, y'all forgot that. My bad. Y'all forgot that. Let me not bring that up. Yeah, it goes back to So, then Marie, with that being said, what is a friend? And do birds of feathers flock together? Shayla, let's say Shayla and Anthony never cheated. Shayla was the friend when Amber was married, I mean engaged, and nobody count. Everybody saying now engagement don't count. I guess engagement don't count in the real world. Even though as a woman or as a man, I guarantee most of the people who say that let you get engaged to somebody. You don't expect them to be faithful. People saying stuff that's not realistic to me. If I get engaged to somebody, I expect you to be faithful to me. I don't expect you to cheat on me. I don't expect you to walk down the aisle with me and lie to me to my face and say to death do us part. I think it's unrealistic, y'all. We say stuff at the back of our. I'm sorry, y'all. Ain't no way. It'll be a whole misunderstanding. I'm engaged to somebody for 6 months. I put all my money, ring, time, and they was somebody else the whole time. And y'all think that's cool. I'm sorry, y'all. Amber didn't train Shayla to steal people's man. Shayla started that in middle school. As a kid, as a kid, as a kid. Come on, y'all. Shayla didn't even take that situation serious. Kids, come on, man. Engagement does count. It's a commitment, exactly. I wonder if Diesel had other women in the back of the car wash truck. In the car. Oh, oh Lord, oh Lord. Uh-oh. Now y'all bad mouthing Diesel. Diesel didn't have nobody in the back of that truck. Lord have mercy. Angela, you stupid. Y'all, I can't be hollering and stuff. People sleep. Not the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Y'all go get off Diesel. As a kid, you see it's a trait. We gonna agree to disagree. I hope not. Poor Diesel. Like, look, the writers do. Who said that? Let me see who said that on there. Now, AS, you know how they do the men on the skits. Now don't you do that to Diesel. I'm at to ask him next time. Next time I call him, say, D, they say you had somebody in the back of the truck. Y'all a mess. Anthony never need to say clock it ever again. Hey, Auntie from Memphis, it's 1:21 and oh Lord, it is late. Okay, y'all. We done talked enough. We done beat that dead horse. We gonna see what happened tomorrow. Baby, Mr. Ken came back. Baby, Mr. Ken giving sex a grown man. Even Brody giving sex a grown man. Now, I like the way they letting the unks come in. Baby, the unks is unking. But those type of things I say that we need. But I got a feeling Brody nephew finna do it with somebody. Brody nephew finna be with either I don't know who they go put him with Pam, I think. I can see Brody nephew crossing the line with Pam. He can't cross the line with nobody else. Cause he can't cross the line with Shayla's Ash cause that's his daughters. That would be his cousins. So they're not gonna do that. So the only woman he can get really well, unless they put him with somebody else. Oh, now don't y'all start nothing now. Amen. I think he gonna be in Texas in August. So when that happens, y'all know y'all gonna be front and center. I don't know how I'm gonna post it. Well, I could post it on YouTube, I think, if it's music to it. I may have to be creative with the music of where I post it. But y'all go get that live when it happens. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen for real. Yep, we made a bet. We gonna keep that bet. So yeah, whatever that happened when he comes to Dallas in August, believe me, y'all, my the subscribers, y'all gonna be the first. Well, not just subscribers, but y'all gonna be the first to see it and know. I do want them to give. I wonder if they don't give Zachary a love interest because she comes and goes on the skits. They don't ever leave her on there long enough to find a love interest. I'm still thinking that homeless man that tried to pursue her go end up being a rich man. I wonder if they go circle him back. Well, y'all, we this been a long. It's been almost 2 hours. Well, y'all, thank you so much for being with me tonight. Auntie was up. Just so much happened with the Dave and Angelina today. Shout out to everybody who came into the comments. Angela, Goddess, AS, Rhonda, Dale Marie, thank you. Rhonda Phillips, Sugar Cookie, welcome, welcome, welcome. She's new to the Riri land. I thank you so much. My wonderful moderators, Angela, Suzette, Deborah Hightower, great conversation. Tina Young, as always spicing it up in the comments. Money Law, I think he went to sleep. Thank all of y'all for joining me tonight. I really appreciate y'all. I love each and every one of you. Please, under the sound of my voice, whether you were a part of the live and commented, or whether you were back in the shadows and you didn't comment at all, please click like and subscribe so we can keep Riri in the algorithms. Thank you for joining Lights Out, Riri After Dark. Y'all have a blessed and prosperous night and weekend. Let's see what happens next. Get your popcorn ready. And if you listen to this on the repeat or replay, please put in the comments what other skits you would like Riri to talk about. Please put in the comments what other skits would you like Riri to talk about. Would you like me to talk about Domney? I do watch those. The Domney and Mike skits, the Raffy skits, Bethany skits, D skits. What other skits would you like me to talk about? Of course, we're going to talk about the podcast, the Shayla Anthony Nam, but what other skits would you like me to see? Skits I will not be doing. The DC skits with Rosie for now. Um, won't be doing Sarah and Brock, and I'm not in a derogatory manner. I just don't watch them. It's too many to keep up with already, and those are some that I just personally choose not to do commentary on at this time. I do think the Genesis and Terry skit is growing. That is growing. So I do like Genesis. I think she's a heck of an actress, her and Kiki. So we'll see where that goes. But oh, you don't want me to do the twins? Oh Lord, Ashley, you's a mess. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all drop in the comments who y'all want me to do commentary on, or who you don't want me to do commentary on. Love y'all. Good night.